I live with bipolar disorder, a tempest of highs and lows, a storm that rages inside, where my mind dances on the edge of light and shadow, and it makes me wonder, does the way we're raised play a role in this? Can the roots of our childhood entwine with the branches of our minds? Imagine a home filled with laughter where chaos flickers like candlelight. One moment, joy spilled across the kitchen, the next, silence so thick it clogs the air. Do those contrasts plant seeds in our brains? Can joy trigger a mania? Can silence cradle despair? Consider the foundations of love. Was it consistent or fractured? Was affection a warm embrace or a fleeting whisper? When nurture feels like a roller coaster, do we learn to expect the dips and in turn create our own peaks? Parents with their own struggles, their own burdens pressing heavy, do we inherit their storms? Fragmented fragments of their own emotional battles? Can the whispers of a parent's despair echo like a haunting melody through our youth and bend the fragile branches of our psyche? I think of stories told at bedtime, fairy tales woven with hope, but the harsher realities that linger can create a tapestry of tumult. It's the little moments, like a flower bending in the wind, that shape our emotional landscape. I wonder if those moments, the cheers, the criticisms, the care, they linger like shadows in a sunlit room. Life isn't merely biology, it's a dance of environment and experience, nature and nurture, colliding like waves against cliffs. Every tear shed, every laugh shared, crafts a mosaic of the self, and perhaps my episodes of mania, the whirlwinds of my depression, are echoes of the places I've been, painted with the colors of my upbringing. When I spiral into the chaos, in those dark nights of the soul, is it solely my mind misfiring, or are the echoes of my past calling me back to moments long gone? Is it the patterns learned, the unspoken rules of emotion that feed the cycles I find myself trapped in? It's a labyrinth, really. Each turn reveals memories, each path leads to a thought. What if my laughter was a facade? What if my cries were drowned out? What if my highs were a reflection, not just of me, but of everyone around me? So here I stand, at the crossroads of my past and present, with bipolar disorder coloring my experience and a question drumming in my mind. How much of this is me, and how much was shaped in the crucible of my youth? Because understanding it is not just for clarity, but for healing, for hope, for finding the peace that slips between my fingers like sand in an hourglass. Each grain a moment, a choice, a lesson learned in the delicate balance, love, pain, and understanding. And so I navigate the storm, embracing its lessons, fighting against the currents, believing that even with bipolar disorder, I can find my rhythm, and in that dance, I might just discover the roots may be tangled, but the blossoms can still bloom.